Hello Chipmunk and Chipette fans, my name is Grandy Tamias, and welcome back to another installment of Alvin and the Chipmunks Elaborations. Today's topic will be, did the 2015 series move to Nicktoons, and if so, what does that mean for its future? I'll admit, I should have covered this sooner, but I thought initially to hold it off for the next update video. Plus, I had a lot of college stuff going on, but now that I have some free time, I thought I'd make a quicker video to hold you guys over until I can finish some bigger projects I'm working on. Okay, so, time to rip the band-aid off. There has been a lot of discussion, freak-out, and misinformation over Alvin and the Chipmunks premiering its last couple of Season 5 episodes back-to-back-to-back on Nicktoons instead of the main Nickelodeon channel. In the United States, though, they had already been aired months before in other countries, but since Nickelodeon and Bagdasarian Productions are US-based companies, I felt it would be relevant to shine a spotlight on this issue in regards to this region. Plus, I live in the US, as do a good number of other Chipmunk fans. It's also worth noting that at the same time these episodes were airing, the main Nick channel was airing the annual Kids' Choice Awards. I don't know why they couldn't have just delayed the release of the last Season 5 episodes. I mean, we've been waiting for these for a long time anyway, so what's another week? But no, they had to air them on their sister channel concurrently with one of their most viewed programs. I'm only being semi-serious. I'm not distraught about this, just annoyed by bad corporate decisions. So fans and Twitter began to blow this out of proportion, saying that this means that the show is cancelled, or rather discontinued. That hasn't been ruled out as a possibility, but considering the evidence I'm about to explain, people have been jumping to conclusions. Also, I'm not going to show any screenshots from the last Season 5 episodes because they're relatively new and I want to give everyone who wants to see them a chance to. On that note, we don't even know if this was a one-time thing because of the Kids' Choice Awards, or if the next season will continue to air on Nicktoons. And because of bad corporate decisions, people see Nicktoons as a kind of dumping ground where their shows go to die. I don't think they usually air new episodes of cartoons there, but I think it's mostly or completely reruns, so I can see where people think that the 2015 Alvin and the Chipmunks series has been cancelled. And of course, this isn't helped by the fact that Nick doesn't seem to care much about the show. They do the bare minimum with it to justify their continued willingness to purchase the rights to air the series, and they seem to be financially stable with that as far as we still know. Like I said in the previous video, the fact that they don't have to pay for producing any side merchandise or directly paying for the production of the show means that it's a safe move to keep it around. Still, it does feel like the US has been cheated with the show, constantly getting new premieres as late as we are, considering that, we're the country that made Alvin and the Chipmunks. The series has been a huge success internationally though, so maybe Nick just wants to focus more on that, but moving the show to Nicktoons in the US just feels like kicking us while we're down. However, regardless of where new episodes of the show are airing, we have known for years now that Season 6 and 7 are confirmed, with the show expected to last until at least 2025. So about 2 more years left. And I feel pretty confident that they wouldn't just cancel those seasons and not announce anything about it. I mean, I think we would have known long ago if that were the case, since companies like Nickelodeon need to keep their investors informed about all of their upcoming releases. Also of concern is the fact that, as we've known for a while now, Bagdasarian Productions is looking to sell the franchise. People think that the end of Season 5 may have had something to do with this, since so far we haven't gotten any updates about upcoming episodes on the horizon that we know of. When that news first broke, I was confused because Season 6 and 7 had already been announced by that point, so if they had found a buyer, would they still be obligated to finish the show with Nickelodeon? That's a question I haven't seen many people asking or looking into. Now, rumors have also persisted that Nickelodeon, or rather their parent company Viacom CBS, or Paramount, or whatever they're called, is interested in buying Alvin and the Chipmunks, and has plans for them in a manner similar to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Garfield, which they also now own. But I haven't found anything myself that would directly suggest that, and considering what I said earlier about Nick not caring about the series and doing the bare minimum with it, I don't think their interest would be very high. I mean, they clearly didn't see airing the last Season 5 episodes on Nicktoons as a loss, unless the lack of interest in regards to the 2015 series is only because Nick doesn't have creative control over it, which, God forbid. If Viacom were to buy them, which personally I'm not totally against, they should give creative freedom to whatever smaller production house they choose to develop new content for the Chipmunk IP. But there's still a lot that we don't know, so don't take my word for it as fact or assume anything. A lot of this is speculation on my part. So, do I think that the 2015 Alvin and the Chipmunks series has been moved to Nicktoons for new releases or been outright cancelled? I don't know about Nicktoons, but cancelled? No. I think we're still going to get seasons 6 and 7 in one way or another, and that Bagdasarian is still some ways off from finding a buyer. Even if they did in the near future, my educated guess is that they would still need to finish the series as contracted with Nickelodeon. Feel free to let me know in the comments, do you think the show has been quietly cancelled, or are you optimistic that it'll continue for the next 2 years? And as always, I'm open to any suggestions for topics that you want me to cover in my Elaborations series. With all that said, I hope you enjoyed, have a nice day, and thank you for your time.